One thing that sometimes befuddles users is this idea of builds and license key types in Windows. So let's kind of unravel this a little bit. There are really 4 key types: the MAK, Retail, OEM, and VLK. I'm going to open up my command line tool here, and I'm just going to type SLMGR. I don't remember what it stands for, something license manager, and then DLI/DLI, which means display license information. And I should get a pop-up here. This pop-up says, yes, I'm using Windows Professional Edition and OEM build. So I know that I have an OEM build. Now, what in the world does that mean? That's what we're going to sort of explore right now. There are 4 of these types of builds, and the keys are not, you can't cross over. I can't take a retail key and put it on an OEM build, and so on. So first of all, there's the MAK, or multiple activation key. This is one where a company would buy one single key from Microsoft in blocks of, say, 500 maybe. So in other words, I use the same key, but I can only use it 500 times, and then it expires and it doesn't work anymore. But so I can install it 500 times using the same key. The next way we might do it is the retail key. This is if I go out and buy, say, a Windows 10 box at Office Max, or if I buy it online and download it online, I would be getting a retail key. There is an OEM key. This is original equipment manufacturer, and this is the one that, by the way, this is the one that you saw on my machine, and this was put on by the machine manufacturer. So the company that I had, actually I had this custom built by a company that does custom builds, and they put on an OEM key. So I could not go out and buy a retail key and then put it on that OEM build. The volume license key is kind of an interesting one. This is one where a company has a licensing server, a VLK server, that automatically activates and licenses the individual computers on that network, on that domain. And so the nice thing about that is it sort of hides that key number so that people can't just steal it and take it home, which wouldn't work anyway, because you have to have that server running in order for that thing to be licensed. One thing I want to mention about Windows 10 that's different from all the previous versions is that the activation registers itself right in the firmware, in the UEFI firmware. So you don't ever have to activate it again. Once you've activated it, your firmware knows about that activation key, and if I wipe the computer clean and reinstall Windows again, I won't have to put in a registration key. It will automatically do that for me, and I don't have to worry about losing it at some point in the future. This also, of course, has built into it some anti-theft capabilities, right? So it's very difficult today. You can't just like get a key off the internet and put it in and make it work, because of course those register themselves with Microsoft, and Microsoft knows that it's been used before, so you can't use it again. And occasionally you'll find online somewhere somebody will publish a multiple activation key, but it won't last very long, because as soon as that block runs out, or as soon as Microsoft gets wind of the fact that it's been published, it will be deactivated. So that does keep down theft quite a bit.